Will his fellow sex offenders force him to confess to his crimes in prison? Josh. Hey guys, my name is Julie, nice to see you on my channel. Earlier this week, Josh was transferred to the federal prison that will serve as his home for the next 12 years. Josh has been locked up since December of 2021, when he was convicted of receiving and possessing CP. But there's a big difference between a county jail in Fayetteville, Arkansas and a federal prison housing 1,700 inmates. Josh's new home is Seagoville Correctional Facility, a North Texas penitentiary that's noteworthy for more than just its size. Compared to other federal facilities, Seagoville has a massive population of sex offenders. In fact, its treatment program for sexual predators is the main reason that Josh's judge recommended it during sentencing. But Josh is unlikely to benefit from the program, as he still maintains that he's innocent of any wrongdoing. And apparently, that's not an attitude that will serve Josh well in his new home. According to YouTuber Katie Joy, the culture at Seagoville is one that centers around accountability. Predators like Josh don't receive the same harassment that they would at other facilities, but that's primarily because of their commitment to programs that are designed to rehabilitate them. Inmates in the prison are not keen on other inmates that refuse to take responsibility for their crimes, Joy wrote on her Instagram page this week. This makes those that blame others unpopular. For his own safety, Josh was held in solitary confinement in Fayetteville, but it seems that won't be the case in Seagoville. In fact, according to Joy, he'll likely be living in very close quarters with other inmates. Click on the bell icon to stay up to date on my new videos. If Josh ends up in a dorm, don't expect luxury accommodations, Katie wrote. The men are crammed into the rooms with limited space. And even though he'll probably be safer in Seagoville than he would be in a different prison, Josh should still expect to receive a good amount of unwanted attention from his fellow inmates. Josh's access to money is another rumor flying around the prison, Joy wrote. She went on to explain that the cafeteria at Seagoville is notoriously bad, and many prisoners subsist entirely on food sold at the prison commissary. Commissary is not cheap, and some inmates might be interested in befriending him for commissary, Katie theorized. Of course, unlike many celebs who have been imprisoned in the past, Josh is not actually wealthy. In fact, there are concerns about how his wife, Anna, is going to feed 7 kids with her husband behind bars. So Josh won't be able to buy friends, and his refusal to admit to his crimes probably won't make him very popular among his fellow sex offenders. It's nice to imagine that he might see the light and finally confess as a result of the treatment that he'll receive behind bars. But denial is basically the Duggars brand at this point. And no one is better at lying to himself than the creepiest Duggar of them all. Let's just say it's a good thing this guy will be forced to undergo 20 years of supervised release after he finishes his sentence.